Greg Smith here, national recruiting analyst at Rivals.com, and we've got a special Midwest spotlight here for you. It's time for everybody's favorite, the rumor mill, as things are heating up around the country. Junior days happening all over the country. Prospects from the Midwest heading to many different schools right now, so there's plenty to talk about. For the full article, head on over to Rivals.com and make sure you check that out. But I'm going to highlight a couple of guys here that are definitely worth singling out. First one is Lincoln Cure, the 6'6", 220-pound tight end out of Goodland High School in Kansas. High four-star for us. Now, he was in Miami this past weekend with his 7-on-7 team down at the Big Battle Miami 7-on-7 tournament. And he's had plenty of schools from coast to coast coming through his high school. But while he was down in Miami with the 7-on-7 team, he got to tour the Miami facilities, picked up an offer from Miami, which was no surprise. Now, Cure, one of the top tight ends, if not the top tight end in the entire nation for the 2025 cycle, hasn't really let on which favorites he has just yet, but he's definitely a player worth keeping an eye on. And one more that I want to single out here is four-star quarterback Ryan Montgomery out of Ohio. Anytime you have one of the top quarterbacks in the country left on the board, he's definitely worth talking about. Now, recently he went out to South Carolina, was in Columbia with Shane Beamer and his staff. Had another great visit out there. That team is really making him a big priority for them in that class. They want him to be the guy, and he's continued to feel the love every single time he meets up with those guys. They were actually just at his school on Monday afternoon as well. But after he took that visit to South Carolina, he stopped by Athens to see, Kirby Smart and what their program had to offer. And they really liked, Montgomery and his family really liked what Kirby Smart and his program has to offer. He really likes the competitive nature of that program. But there are a ton of schools that are expected to come through his high school this week. I mentioned South Carolina came through, Kentucky, Louisville, Georgia's expected to come back out, Florida, Michigan State as well. And he's got a trip to Florida this weekend. Now, that's going to do it for us. Make sure you pop on over to Rivals.com for the full story and all the scoop that we've got going on in this week's Midwest Report. For Greg Smith of Rivals.com, I'll talk to you guys later.